Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Tammy Adams. I talk with your guardian angels and spirit guides, guiding, healing, and teaching you how to have a fulfilled life and living your purpose, healing karma and bringing forth good karma. Now on to the show. Welcome to another amazing show. We are going to be talking about soulmates today. When I think of soulmates, I get very tickly in my stomach, so I'm excited to talk about this subject today. Hopefully all your guys' weeks have been so beautiful during this holiday season. I'm thinking of how there's been so many things we've been working on. Literally, the book, every time I think of my book I'm bringing out to the public to be on shelves around the world, I have so much joy because I look at the information that's in the book and I reread it and I reread it and re-edit it and re-edit it and look at pictures and fix the titles and just make it perfect. And I'm looking at it and I'm just going, my gosh, this information is so valuable, so simple, but so valuable. So I've been working really, really hard, taking time, getting that perfect so that it can come out there. And truth be told, there is no such thing as perfect. So we know there's no way the book is going to be perfect. There's always something I can change or make it better. But in my opinion, simple is better. So I'm working on that and getting that out there. And it's been so joyful. It's just been a gift, to be honest with you. The more information I can get out for each and every one of you, I feel like it will help the world to make a better place. It'll start spinning in a more joyful tone. It's just the way I think. And then I also have my courses, which of course I have the online courses, which has been really getting more action and more activity. That's just been miraculous, hearing the stories and the results when people say, oh, I did the online course that was 6 weeks and it was absolutely amazing on life purpose. And then I did the other course about self-love and self-worth. And I did step 1, I did step 2. And I have all these courses that are out there for people. I have this new one coming up soon. And I'm just thinking in my mind, how amazing to hear people compliment and give such great feedback. There's this one woman, God bless her, talk about soulmates. Oh my gosh, this is a great story, actually. She did I think it was the self-love. Yes, it was the self-love course. I'm trying to remember which one she did. And it's 6 weeks and you go on my website and you can go to the course and it's just absolutely powerful. And it's a course on self-love. And she was, 70s. She's in her 70s. And she goes, yeah, I think I'm going to do the course. I really need something that's going to help me. And she was coming to my classes and she's heard about me through other things. And she came to some of my classes and joined because I have these, sometimes you could join me if you sign up for the newsletter and you join in these sound bowl classes that I teach and meditation classes that are twice a month. And she joined in with that. And you can join online or in person, depending on where I'm located in the world. It's kind of like, when you go to the Salt Bay restaurant and you get a surprise visit where the teacher's going to be in. Well, the teacher's going to be in God knows what location. And it's kind of like going to one of his restaurants and you never know when he's going to show up. Well, it's the same with my classes, right? So one time I showed up and she goes, oh my gosh, this was the most amazing experience, meeting you, being connected with you. And now I would love to do something more. And I said, well, since I'm overbooked and I don't have time to do personal sessions with you, why don't you do my online course? And then once you do the online course, then you can wait to book a session since I'm, usually a couple months out at least. And she goes, oh, that'd be great, blah, blah, blah. So she signed up. She did the self-love course. She's been married for, at least 40 years. And it's kind of a sad story, but a great story. And she said, but definitely, her and her husband are very disconnected and, she loves him, he loves her, but they just haven't been connected for a while. And I said, okay, well, I think the online course would do great for you. She, after 3-4 weeks of the course, ends up finding out how much she's been blocking herself and how disconnected and happy she was, that now she's starting to realize what was missing, obviously, through the course, and is starting to allow herself to be so much more happy that she's radiating this happiness and frequency, that she's starting to become more connected with her husband. By the end of the course, she's sharing this with me because during the course, of course, I read your guys' homework and communicate and talk with all of you by the end of the course. And she's sharing with me how 17 years, she has not been intimate with her husband. Yes, they hug and kiss, but she has not been intimate with her husband for 17 years. And she has not known how to make the first move, even though she has been aching and desiring and wanting to sleep with her husband and love him and embrace him. But it's been so long, she didn't know how. During the course, she said she was so filled with confidence that it changed her intimate relationship with her husband so deeply that she fell back in love with her husband. He fell back in love with her. And now, after being married for 40-something years, they found a newfound relationship and intimacy and are so happy and joyful that it was the hugest, best investment she could have ever done. And just from that story alone, it tickled my heart so huge, so massively, that I just sat there and said, if you can change a blocked relationship within 6 weeks after 17 years for a huge block, not a small block, within 6 weeks with an online course that I created, then I am extremely, extremely proud. And I love you and am so proud and so thankful and happy you shared that story with me. And she goes, oh my gosh, no, thank you. I'm so honored. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful, and blah, blah, blah. And she was just being all joyful and happy, which made my heart tickly. But my point is that people don't allow themselves to realize that self-love is super important. And when I think of connecting with our guardian angels, and I think of how we disconnect ourselves on a daily basis, some of the course homework that I give in the self-love course is all about connecting with our guardian angels. It's all about how to reconnect, how to get back on focus, how to know who we are. And when we're talking today, right, I've been working on the book, dealing with the courses, making a new course, that's what I've been focusing on. And then I'm thinking about our show today. Wait a second. We're talking about guardian angels and soulmates. Guardian angels, obviously, because by communicating with your guardian angels, what happens if you talk to your guardian angels? Then you automatically connect with your soulmate. Soulmate is what she had. And by going through the course, she then allowed herself to realize, as she went through the course, how she connected to self-love, self-worth, communication with her guardian angels, which then gave her the confidence to connect with her relationship with her husband, who's her soulmate, and bring back the intimacy. All of you out there, we're not going to talk a lot about guardian angels a lot, because it's mainly about soulmates today, but all of you out there have a guardian angel. All of you. Just like my other show, talking about past loved ones, right? Spirit guides. But when you think of what is the number one reason why God put you here on this earth, our creator, whatever you want to call him, I call God God. God Almighty, Heavenly Father, our true creator, light source, everything. When you think of why you were created, think of this with me right now. Why were you created? I know I've talked about this before in past shows. Let's think for 1 second. Oh, yes, I remember. To have the most amazing love experience a person can have in the world. To have passion, to have love, to know what it is to be intimate and filled within your soul, spirit, and body with this amazing connection. A deepness that words can't even express. Remember, the human species was created in God's image, of course, and for one reason that is really cool. Love. It's not about religion, guys. We were created to have love. To be love, to have love. Our species, specifically. Not cows, not dogs that just, ooh, who's the next one I can get pregnant? She's in heat. Let me go over there, run across the street real quick. I'll be right back. My dad will never know I was gone. Not bunnies. Okay. We are a human species. And can you imagine the world and the peace and the passion and the deepness and the love story that would be going on in the world right now if every single person had love? If every single person had love. I was talking to a gentleman about this the other day. I said, what do you think is the one thing that's missing in the world that most people don't even recognize? He goes, I forget exactly what he said, but it was something about politics and equal values or something about politics and equal values and gosh, I don't remember. And I said, that's a really good point, and I love what you said, and that's wonderful. I said, but no, it has nothing to do with politics, it has nothing to do with values, it has nothing to do with anything to change in the system of anything. I said, the one thing that's for free, that is given to us from the minute you were born and created, is love. You were born so that you can have the most magical, most powerful experience. And if that is not love with a soulmate, it is love with yourself even. And you don't recognize that. Sometimes we can be our own soulmate, even though that's not what I'm talking about today. But sometimes we can be our own soulmate. If you are fulfilled and your soulmate is not here, your soulmate left the planet, your soulmate is not an option, or you live in celibacy because you're going to be a nun like I wanted and dreamed of, still to today sometimes go like, did I do the right thing? But no, I did. I love my soulmate. And you think, what is the meaning of life? Why are we even here, man? What is it really all about? And you do all these conversations with yourself. And I'm telling you, it's a pretty simple answer. It's love. Yeah. How simple. How simplistic is that? Really? Just love? Yeah. That's how easy life is. That's why we were created, to have this magical, powerful, unmistakable experience with a soulmate. An experience of joy, an experience of passion, an experience of understanding each other. But a soulmate is someone that makes you feel like you can jump off the Empire State Building and your soulmate is going to catch you. Your soulmate is going to find you if you get lost in a crowd. Your soulmate finished your sentence because your soulmate knows you. See, we forget that we have this amazing opportunity of being with a soulmate. Because there are a couple things we do which kind of get in the way. And I know we all do it. I tried doing it. Mine was, giving myself up to the nunnery, but we all do it. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get involved with anyone, because then my freedom is taken away. Well, that's a guarantee. Freedom will be taken away, unfortunately, because then you have to share your bed with someone. And then you sit there and you go, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I don't want my freedom being taken away. No. What you discover is, why was I thinking I wanted to be alone? Why was I thinking that this was going to be a sacrifice? When in reality, how could have I ever woke up a day, 2 days, for the rest of my life, not knowing what it was like to have love? How the soulmate satisfies and fulfills your soul and your spirit is one of the most amazing stories that we can talk about for thousands of years to come. Let's go to one story that was written years ago about Romeo and Juliet. It's a very famous story. They loved each other, they loved each other, they loved each other. I've taught this to my kids. Yes, in the end, it was horrible outcome. But even in love, when there's horrible outcomes, that split second, that moment you had with that deep, intimate, passionate, soulmate relationship, knowing you had it for a day, for 10 days, for 3 months, for 10 years, no matter how it ends, it doesn't matter how it ends. That's what we all forget. It's not about how it ends. It's about the time that you've shared with that special, powerful, unmistakable, perfect relationship. That should last a lifetime and then carry you on to next lifetimes. Your next lifetimes searching and knowing that you have a soulmate, a passionate, deep love that is waiting to be embraced and connected with you as well. A relationship and an intimate connection with someone that is going to make you know that you are the most amazing, perfect, magical person in the world. Your heart is aching for this connection. Your heart is dreaming without even realize it's dreaming for this connection. But as normal, as it is the way the world is, you're denying that, you're pushing that away, and you gave up on it to satisfy others. Look, Mom, my husband owns a company. Look, Mom, my wife is able to have children. Look, Mom, my partner has an amazing income. It doesn't matter what type of person you're with. People sacrifice everything so that they can have the acceptance and the permission and the stage from everyone else, not from themselves. We forget. I don't forget. I'm going to take that back. You forget that the most important person in the world is you. You forget that you're the one who made an agreement that you're going to come here to be with your soulmate because you remember that taste of love. You remember that passion that filled your heart and made you feel like you can fly. And you definitely remember that feeling of oneness with someone that shared the dreams that you share with your heart and soul. As you share your partner's dreams with your soulmate, your amazing soulmate, and you share your partner's dreams of fulfilling destiny together. Whether it's having a little picket fence, whether it's opening up an orphanage, whether it's flying to the moon, whether it's traveling around the world, whether it's having a child, it doesn't matter. Being an artist together, making music together. Dreams are dreams because they're meant to become a reality. Without dreaming, we would never, ever be able to fly today on the planes that we use on a daily basis. Dreams are meant to become reality. There is no such thing as impossible. And when you sit there as you're listening to this beautiful show, expressing that love is one of the most powerful sources in the universe and multiverses, the most powerful source of energy that is unable to be broken when you're with your soulmate. And when you connect to that amazing gift and know that it's possible and make it become a reality and let it shine and let it explode within the cells of your body as it flows throughout the frequency and the vibration, it becomes catchable, and everyone else around you is going to want to be with their soulmate. And everyone's going to want a piece of that love and that connection and that passion, that intimacy that you're sharing with that beautiful person you're with. Open your heart. Be that amazing, beautiful person that you're supposed to be and let yourself shine. Let yourself shine so that you can experience a passionate, deep relationship that your angels have planned for you to be with. How do you connect with your soulmate? This goes to the guardian angels like I was mentioning earlier. You meditate and you say, please, dear guardian angel, I'm begging of your mercy, of forgiveness of my sins and my frustration and my lack of self-confidence and self-worth or whatever it is that's blocking me. And please help me, my guardian angel. Guide me, hold me, carry me to my soulmate. Let me be prepared for my soulmate so that I may allow my soulmate to be a part of my life. As you're preparing for your soulmate and doing the things you want to do to succeed, please don't forget. I definitely have, which I mentioned earlier, the online courses. I do really believe they are magical. I would have never made them if they were not. Go to my website. The link will be on the show. Email me connect with me and you will get the information so that you can look at the courses that I have. They are definitely transforming and will guaranteed change you. Now, will it guarantee the success of getting a soulmate? That's up to you. But will it guarantee to change you? Yeah, it changes you massively. It's up to you to keep it that way. And I don't say the word guarantee loosely. Ever say that loosely. But with the evidence that I have from every single person that I connect with and hear and the responses and their gratitude, I know the reward and I see the reward. So if you want to do something and invest in something that's going to change and transform your new year to bring on blessings for the year of 2024, sign up for a course, the online course, whether it's life purpose or self-love, and start being dedicated to changing your life now. Changing your life now so that you can be able to allow yourself to, it's like joining the gym, right? Every year we hear, oh, there's a new gym special. Oh, there's a new diet. Oh, there's a new Weight Watchers. There's a new this, there's a new that. What about soul change? What about meditation and healing and something that's going to be an investment that makes you more money by you allowing yourself to become awakened spiritually? Every single person that works with me somehow, some way ends up becoming more prosperous financially. Always happens. How does it happen? Easily. By doing your homework and by doing the things that you need to do to love yourself, fulfilling your purpose and your destiny. Of course you're going to become successful. It always happens. It's kind of like how it goes hand in hand. If you're doing something you love, you're going to make money at it. So if you're doing something in the course, right, and you're doing, whether it's the life purpose or whether it's the self-love, and you're doing something to better yourself, you're creating a habit and you're creating a change that's going to make for sure to reach levels of success. It is just going to happen. It is how it goes. I see this year of 2024 being such a gift. I see this year of 2024 being a roller coaster ride for sure, intuitively. But it is a gift. It's a gift of transformation. It's a gift of change. It's a gift of opportunity. I know the angels have told me several times that this year of 2024 is a year of love. It is a year of love. So let us focus on taking back our power and sitting there and saying, you know, I'm going to do what I need to do for myself. And I'm going to choose me wanting to be with my soulmate. And me wanting to allow myself to make the change that I need so I can be happy. Because I choose me. I like that. I think that sounds really powerful and really beautiful. This really makes me happy. I love being with all of you, sharing these stories and giving you guys such inspiration on a daily basis. It just tickles my heart. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of another amazing episode learning about karma and spirituality. And to all my earth angels out there, God bless. I look forward to hearing from you. Email me at karmatalkshow@gmail.com. Email me at karmatalkshow@gmail.com. Or you can join me on my Instagram, The Karma Talk Show, The Karma Talk Show. To each and every one of you, God bless. Until next time, I will see you soon.